during our fundraising dinner in MPPJ Hall inside. I spoke on 1MDB. And as a reward, I became the first member of parliament to be sued by the Prime Minister for defamation. My lawyer called me up last week. Hey, you're going to have a dinner again, ah? Be careful what you say, you know. Because if you say 1MDB again, they will arrest you and throw you in jail, ah. So I told my lawyer, if I come to speak to a DAP dinner and I don't talk about 1MDB, I might as well quit as a member of Parliament for Petaling Jaya Utara lah. So today I'm here, ready to be arrested. No need to change. After I talk, straight masuk lockup. But I think the truth needs to be told. The truth needs to be told, and we need Malaysians to be able to tell them. We must not be afraid. I have been barred from going out of the country, so almost like jail lah. I have been barred from going out of the country for no reason. I went to the airport, got my boarding pass, went to the immigration counter, and then I was told, the officer looked at me. Then he called the officer at the back. Tuan, tengok. The officer at the back come in, look at it, look at me. YB, boleh ikut saya tak? Then I know tai chi tua tiao liao. Big problem already. Cannot go out of the country already. That was more than 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago. My lawyer Gobin, he has written to the Home Ministry asking for an explanation why, for no reason given, the only reason given by the officer at the immigration counter is arahan dari atas. Maaf YB, arahan daripada atas. Kita pun susah lah. And when one of the officers went out to check, one of them told me, wah, 700 juta US dollar oh. Banyak generasi tak payah kerja oh. I let the officer know, you tahu tak, kalau you bakar 1 juta ringgit tiap-tiap hari, banyak tu 1 juta ringgit, tiap-tiap hari kasih bakar. Bakar 1 juta ringgit pun perlu masa sikit. Tiap-tiap hari bakar 1 juta ringgit, berapa lama boleh habis bakar 42 bilion ringgit? 1MDB, 42 bilion ringgit. Officer tanya, oh berapa lama? 10 tahun? 50 tahun? Oh bukan, 115 tahun baru habis bakar. Wah. And the only inkling which I have as to why I have been barred from going out of the country is from UMNO blogs. No, it tells a lot when you have to rely on UMNO blogs for information about what crimes you are about to be charged under. And then the UMNO blog said Tony Phua is being investigated under the section 124 of the Criminal Penal Code. Wow, what is section 124? I pun tak tahu. Saya pun check. Section 124, buka, baca section 124. Activities detrimental to parliamentary democracy. Tony Phua, MP in Parliament, being investigated for activities detrimental to parliamentary democracy. Why am I being investigated for activities detrimental to parliamentary democracy? I pun tak tahu. So I tanya sama Gobin, Gobin this law activities detrimental to parliamentary democracy is it a very serious offence? He said, not very serious, 20 years. I look at him, 20 tahun lah. Then he said, don't worry, I've checked, it's bailable. Very good lawyer I have. Then quickly I ran to Lim Kit Siang. Kit Siang, Saudara Kit Siang. I'm being investigated under activities detrimental to parliamentary democracy. It's 20 years old. Kit Siang look at me. 20 years. I think we should be able to change the government before you finish your sentence. I tell you, sometimes I don't know whether I joined the right party. But why are we being investigated under this previously unknown clause in the Criminal Penal Code? Not only me, people like Ambiga is being investigated under 124B. People like Zati is rumored to be investigated under 124B. People in MACC who were investigating the Prime Minister were rumored also to be investigated under the 124B. It is a completely arbitrary clause as to what exactly is detrimental to parliamentary democracy. It is serious enough such that my colleagues have organized a forum tomorrow night just to talk about this 124B because it's a new threat to our democracy. You notice the irony of it? A law protecting activities against, a law punishing activities detrimental to parliamentary democracy is actually a threat to Malaysian democracy. The irony of it. No? So my colleagues, Gobin, Lim Kit Siang, Ambiga, Syarizan, who else? Aziz Bari, Asni Sharom. They will all be speaking about parliamentary democracy, or rather activities detrimental to parliamentary democracy tomorrow. Tomorrow night here at the Civic Hall, come and find out more. I can't be with you tomorrow night because I will be speaking about 1MDB in Bintulu tomorrow night to spread the cheer to our friends in East Malaysia. The real person who should be investigated for activities detrimental to parliamentary democracy is who? Who? Najib, yes, pandai orang Petaling Jaya. Najib, why? Because today his Minister of Tourism admitted wang ini 2.6 bilion ringgit sumbangan ataupun derma diterima daripada negara Timur Tengah. It is received from a brotherly, that was the word that was used, brotherly country in the Middle East. And let me read you the exact words that he used. I think I have enough defamation suits already. The exact word that he used was Nazri, brotherly foreign country in the Middle East which wanted certain parties to win the last general election. Nazri said, he admitted the donation from Middle East was from a Middle Eastern country to help Barisan Nasional and UMNO win in the last general election. So we have a political party in Malaysia who have won elections in May 2013 with funding from a foreign government. Is that not a threat to our nation? Does that not make Najib compromised as an agent of a foreign nation? 2.6 billion ringgit from a foreign nation, and because of that, Najib won in the last general elections, and because of that, we are now suffering under his administration. That act of receiving such a huge sum of donation from a foreign government is against the parliamentary democracy in this country. It has to be. So much money beyond what is legally reasonable from an overseas entity. How can that not be a threat to Malaysian democracy? If we talk about, we all know that Barisan Nasional cheated in the last general election. But with these 2.6 billion, no wonder Pakatan Rakyat lost in the last general election. How to win against 2.6 billion ringgit? And despite the 2.6 billion ringgit being poured in, Pakatan Rakyat still managed to achieve nearly 53% of the vote. Actually not bad lah. With so little money, we still can achieve nearly 53% of the vote. Not bad lah. Panas lah. The people who are being investigated today, they are very important people. Besides myself, Tan Sri Jati, people in MACC, Dato' Ambiga, I heard also my friend Rafizi Ramli, don't know whether true or not, but we also know for certain the age who has been diligent in exposing all the scandals in 1MDB, the owner of the Age and the chief editor of the Age, Tong Kui On, Dato' Tong Kui On, as well as Ho Kay Tat, are also being investigated under the same act. So we hope the people here will stand united once the Age and the Financial Daily gets their license unsuspended in perhaps 2.5 months' time. Everyone must go out there and subscribe to Financial Daily and the Age. Let me do a bit of advertisement for them. They have sacrificed for the nation, and we should return our favor by showing our support to a newspaper who is willing to stand up for the truth in this country, who is willing to stand up to the authorities, who will not be cowed by a oppressive administration. We have very far and few of those media.